Productions presents the Deekly Weekly Playoff Edition. Brought to you by Xanax, destroying lives one day at a time. Also brought to you by Coca-Cola. If a polar bear drinks it, it must be good. And here's your host, Stephen Vincent D. Coster.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Deekly Weekly Playoff Edition. Let me just say, it has been a wild ride just to get to this point where I'm standing right here. And I'm just going to start this right now because I don't even want to talk about it. Without further ado, let's do it again. Suffered the most, Bruno Bryan. Your candles will now be put out. Oh my God, that was wax everywhere! That was a Deekly Weekly blooper. I have wax all over my hands. The blue candle went out for some reason. I don't know what just went on. Anyway, it will be out until the end. After we light it next week. Anyway, welcome back to the Deekly Weekly Playoff Edition. Now, it's been a wild ride. I'd just like to thank, once again, the Highlanders, Greg Cassell, Dave Cerullo, Mike Manarino, Bruno Bryan, Anthony Stavallo. You guys played great. Ant, you played great. Koo's great. Dave, what the fuck? Mike Manarino, I haven't talked to you. I think you're dead. Once again, you guys did great. Once again, Bruno Bryan, my condolences, because that was honestly a heartbreaker. A fucking heartbreaker. There you are sitting with a great team. If you snuck into the playoffs, shit, with Drew Brees and your fucking running backs carrying up a storm, people would have been scared. And it probably would have made me play Mike Lawson first round, which would probably be the death of me. Anyway, you guys played great. You really did. You played great. Anyway, enough about you loser faggots. It's over with you. Your season is done. Now we talk about the real boys, the real men, as I could say. Michael Moore, will you win the fantasy championship? You were, honestly, at one point the best team in the league. Kind of took a little slack. I know you have the #1 seed, but still, there's another team to beat. Now, Mike Moore, good luck to you. Sean Nelson is the team to beat to me. Sean's team is clicking. It's riding on all cylinders right now. He's playing great football. He's got a two-headed monster with Phillip and Eli. Now, will he win? I don't know. To me, he's the odds-on favorite. Michael Cronard And Tom Brady, will he once again, like I said 2 years ago, rise to glory like the old days with Tommy Brady? And then we have 3 other teams left over. Now these 3 teams are a little bit of an underdog, as I say. Michael Lawson has fell off of late. He actually, to me, was a great team. He had a 2-headed beast with McCoy and Forte. Forte falls. Now Vic's back. You don't know about McCoy with Vic coming back. Now, Lawson, I wish the best of luck to you. You never know what's going to happen. And then there's 2 teams left who I will talk about. I'll go me first because the next team I'm going to talk about is my favorite team. Besides, I like that team better than my team. I made it with a record of 7-5, and I scored 2,499 points, something like that, maybe 2,200. I was terrible. Somehow I snuck in. It's not how many points you score, it's how many wins you got. I said that at a job interview. I didn't even get the job. They didn't even know what the fuck I was talking about. Yes, once again, I am the 6th seed, and I would love to upset Michael Croner, my best friend. It's a rivalry. We're actually going to meet on the street and battle. Win or lose, I will fight him. And then there's one more team I would like to talk about. And now this person, let me say his name, John Paul Della Cuesta. John Paul Della Cuesta. 1-5. He was 1-5 at one point. His candle took, I think, was the first one put out. The first one put out. 1-5. He was 2-5 when I put his candle out. He ended up winning the last 5 games. And on his last game, he needed to win to get in, won by 1 point. That's a fumble, a missed field goal, a catch, 30-yard passing play. He just, by 1 point, he did it. John Paul Della Cuesta, really. The glass slipper fits him as well as a glass slipper would fit Cinderella. Hopefully, he does not turn into a pumpkin, because that would suck. But John Paul Della Cuesta, I'd like to congratulate you on, as right about now, the greatest season I have ever seen by a team. I hope you win, actually, almost more than me. I swear to God, I say that because, well, I don't really mean that, but I really do hope you do win it all. It has been a wild ride. Those 6 teams I talked about before, we will never say their name again in another Deekly Weekly, probably after I pick their consolation games. You hear that? Consolation game. Shaw, next year when you're the commissioner of League 3, make the consolation prize. Winner of the consolation games has to suck the dick of the winner of the championship. Now, I hope I don't win it next year because of that. Whew. Anyway, I'm going to go to the picks right now. I am. And I'm going to start off with the loser consolation games, the games nobody cares about. I just saw Ant updated his roster. Really? What the fuck do you even care about making 8th place for? 8th place? Whatever. I'm going to go, as I say that, Greg Cassell to beat Anthony Stavallo in a consolation prize game. I don't know what the fuck that prize is, but hey, good luck. Make it up yourself. And then I'm going to go Highlanders over Mike Manarino. Highlanders over Mike Manarino. Mike Manarino, where have you been? You haven't said one word in fantasy football all year. That means you're dead? I don't know. Does that mean he's dead? He might be dead. Is he dead? No, he's not? Where are you getting this news from? Alright. He's not dead. Okay. Mike Manarino, where have you been? That's all I'm saying. Not even one piece of trash talk. Everyone talks. Even the Highlanders talks. And that's show number 2 to me. Anyway, let me get to the real games. The real games that count. Now, I'm going to start off with the Cinderella story, a.k.a. the Cool Kids, versus Mike Lawson with Matty Staff. And you know what? I don't even know what I have written down here, because actually I'm going to pick this game on the spot, and I'm going to say, I love you, JP, but Michael Lawson does win this game. I predict Stafford to have a monster game. I'm looking at 5 touchdowns, 3 to Calvin, 1 to Nate, 1 to Tony Scheffler. I do believe Lawson does win this game. And it's sad because you really are the Cinderella story. I mean, unbelievable. I congratulate you just for making the fantasy playoffs. Once again, Michael Lawson over John Paul Della Cuesta. And the next game, I don't even know why I'm looking at this. The next game, to me, is a game that was set up, I think, almost 15 years ago when we met. Michael Croner versus Steven Ecoster. CeeLo Tug taking on Broken Headphones. Now, you all know what I'm going to pick, and I don't even have to say it, but I will. I predict I do win, and I do win by 3 points. I win by a Josh Brown field goal kick of 47 yards in garbage time. Unbelievable. Wouldn't that be great on Monday night? Even though he has Marshawn Lynch and the Seahawks defense. What a cocksucker. They were ranked 2 this week. The Seahawks defense? What the fuck? Really? God, you told me this before. To pick him up. I'm sorry. And you too. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, Michael Moore and Shawn Nelson do have buys. Mike Moore getting the number 1 seed, Shawn the 2 seed. Croner would have got the 1 or 2 seed if the Highlanders, once again, bravo Highlanders if you're watching this. Victor Cruz, one hell of a game last week, or 2 weeks ago, or whatever. You did knock Mike out in the first round bye, which was pretty cool. Now Mike's got to do work, which he won't, and he will lose to me. There's 6 candles remaining. The blue candle, the championship candle's not lit. I guess that's karma. I guess no one's going to win. It'll probably end in a tie. It's going to be great. It's been a great run so far. It actually has been a wild run. And I don't even know how I'm standing here in the playoffs right now. With my shitty-ass team, with Tolbert, Jonathan Stewart, and I don't even know who my third running back is. I don't think I start one. Who is it? Who is it? You don't even know? What the? You're my statistician. Anyway, let me go to Deeker's Sleepers. Deeker's Sleepers. You didn't even put it on. Deeker's Sleepers. This week in Deeker's Sleepers, I'm not going to do any of the consolation games because to me they're fucking bullshit, fugazi, crap. I don't give a shit. Vincent Brown for the San Diego Chargers will have a touchdown, I do believe. Also, Julio down by the schoolyard Jones will also have a touchdown. Make that 2 touchdowns, 120 receiving yards, 7 catches. And last but not least, my favorite Deeker Sleepers. Just picked him up. Golden Notre Dame Tate. Now, I always thought he was white. I just saw his picture. He's black. So if he's black, he must be good. Not to be racist or anything, I do think black people are better than white people. Those are Deeker Sleepers. And the ridiculous player of the week. Sorry, I'm really not going to do the sound right now. The ridiculous player of the week. Y'all thinking I'm going to say Michael Vick. I don't even have him starting. Do I? Maybe I don't. The ridiculous player of the week is Calvin Johnson. Now, I do believe he will have a touchdown. Not 1, not 2, but 3 touchdowns, 9 catches for $170. Yes, those are pretty big catches. He's going to have one hell of a game and win me this game versus Mike Croner. And I will put a little tissue box by his door so he can cry me a river when he walks on home, wherever he's going. We'll see you in the League 3, Michael Croner, because your season is done. Anyway, this is the playoff edition. I hope you like my sign. It took 2 minutes to make. I swear to God, I hope I spelled everything right. I probably did. Anyway, you guys, it's been a great year. It's been a great year. It really has. And this year is not over yet. Now, who's the year over with? It's not over with me. It's not over with Lawson. We're continuing. JP, I'm really sorry. I know you just fucking talk so much shit about you.
Look.
I'm really going to pick you to lose.
If you had...
You guys got one shot, really, at this. You guys got one shot.
Opportunity.
Really to seize
everything you ever
fantasy
wanted.
glory. Now, Sean, Michael, we'll see you next week. If I do win, I'll play Sean. If Lawson wins, he'll play more. That's how it goes down. We do the tiebreakers. So, Sean, I'll be seeing you next week, buddy. All right, I will be seeing you next week. Lawson, you will play more. You guys have a good one. Because I'm out of here. I got to watch this game. Let's go, Browns defense.